You got a question? Raise your hand. Name and affiliation, please.
Steph, Wei Zhang with ESPN China. The Rockets were able to score over 116.5 points for the first two games, and this game you were able to limit them to 85. Was the defense has changed strategically, or you guys just play harder?
I think we played smarter and harder than game two. Game one we were pretty solid. James got off a little bit, made a lot of tough shots. He had 40 obviously. Game two, we were just a step slow mentally and physically. Allowing paint touches and driving kicks and all that. They got their 3-point game going. Tonight, we played a lot better one-on-one defense. We're able to play contain and not have to rotate as much, and that helped us kind of get a lot of momentum. And from there, it fueled our offense and got our crowd into it, and it's kind of exactly how we drew it up.
Steph, John Dickinson, 95.7 The Game. What clicked for you in the third quarter, and how important was it to drive to the basket and get some layups and kind of take what the defense was giving you to help the three-point shot finally go in? And also just the explosion emotionally, you were yelling it seemingly at everybody when you got that one to go in. Just how much of a release was it to finally see that first one go in that third quarter?
I mean, it was big. It was frustrating more so because I had the right intentions in the first half and I think I shot 6. I got 5 wide open threes that only one of them went in. So I guess I always say you never lose confidence. I knew, keep searching in the right ways to find some openings and things would work. Obviously, I got the first play of the third quarter and got to the free throw line on the and-one and saw the ball go in. And from there, just in the right place at the right times and made a lot of shots. And I think our offense was really flowing when it comes to just hitting singles, as Coach would always say, and taking care of the ball and looking for good shots on every possession. And from there, it was kind of an avalanche, and it felt good.
Steph, over here, Chris Haynes, ESPN. You reminded everybody in the third quarter, and I'm paraphrasing that.
I already know. I blacked out. Blacked out.
Well, was that? Do you feel like that was your emotions just boiling over based off of, I guess, the narrative that's been, circling around you over the last 3 days?
A lot of it was just talking to myself almost. Like, you got to be your biggest fan sometimes. And no matter what questions I was, being asked over the first 2 games or what the expectation was, I have the highest expectations for myself. And you just got to find whatever it is to get you going. So, obviously it felt good. And you want to, use that energy to, show your teammates that you're here, you're with them, and get the crowd into it. But it's one game, and you got to have that same type of energy and intentions and focus in the next game and the right approach. So, did my job tonight. Got to do it again.
Steph, Janie McCauley from AP. How do you decide whether to shake your backside afterward or go down on your back and do a snow angel, or is it all spontaneous? And also, Draymond just said that your 3 brings the house down the way some guys' dunks do in other buildings. And do you sense that?
Yeah, big momentum swings when you can. There's obviously that anticipation. You come in transition or you find an open look. There's a collective hush in the crowd, especially in this building, and it's a cool moment. So I was searching for it in the first half. Like I said, I had plenty of opportunities, just couldn't knock it down. And third quarter, it opened up. So, I've been doing it for a while, and won't let 2 tough games shooting keep me frustrated, and just keep shooting and let it kind of take care of itself in that sense.
Steph, Mark Spears, ESPN. Is there something that you've seen that makes you feel like you're showing more aggressiveness going to the basket? And also, what was the key to your play defensively tonight? When
you think about the way that they play defense, they do a lot of switching. They try to press up on the three-point line, and take away any daylight. And when you have that much space, it's a little easier to get into the paint, finish at the rim or try to, probe and kick out to the weak side. That's how I got my first three in the first half, was kind of probing, bringing to the ball, giving it up, and then relocating out. So you can't press. I think that's the biggest thing I did in game two. Is three's not there, that's fine. There's plenty of other things that I can do on the court to help get the offense going. Obviously, I like to shoot threes, and I'm gonna keep shooting them. But you gotta be smart about how you orchestrate the offense and orchestrate those type of possessions. And defensively, we were just solid. Like I said, just one-on-one defense. Great scores on the other side of the ball, and whether you play good defense or not, they can still get a bucket. But we can't have breakdowns when it comes to having two on the ball or getting a direct blow by where there's no help. All that type of stuff, and just taking those challenges on, and over the course of the series, you gotta just make.
Steve Bitker, KCBS. You sort of just touched on it, but how does the team guard against complacency coming into Game 4 so that you're sure to come out with that same defensive intensity from the beginning?
I said it. I think I said it on the court after the game. Coach probably come in and just play the Game 2 film and just say, "Don't do what you're doing right now." And that should be a good motivator. But, I mean, a lot of people say, like our guys have said it, there's no other motivation than to wake up on Tuesday and know you're playing Game 4 of a Western Conference Finals against a great team with great players on that side of the court. So this is kind of what you work for all year, to be in these type of moments, this position. Win, lose, or draw, you got to just be excited about this opportunity because we're playing high-level basketball in front of the world. So it's fun. Just gotta be ready.
Steph, Tony Harvey, Sacramento Observer. What is Steph Curry's world like when those shots are not dropping? Do you after the game go out when you normally take 1,000 shots and take 2,000 shots? What's your routine?
My routine stays the same pretty much. I mean, whether I shoot 12 for 14 from the three or 1 for 8, I come in the next day with the same mentality to try to get better. And don't overthink it, really. I put in so much work and been blessed with this talent to shoot the ball for years. You got to rely on that and not try to get in your feelings or feel like the world's crashing down on you because you're not making shots. Like, wake up, eat breakfast, lift weights, go out, have practice, get your shots up, and just have confidence in yourself that you can figure it out. So that's the story of kind of the ups and downs of an NBA type environment. Game in, game out. You can't get too low, can't get too high.
Three more, starting with Mark.